Have you ever walked into a room, looked at a specific object, and realized you have absolutely no idea what to call it?
Oh, definitely. That happens to me at the hardware store all the time. I just point and say, I need that thing. You know, the metal thingy.
Exactly. And that feels awkward enough in your own language. But when you're speaking English, it can be terrifying. You feel like your mind just freezes.
It's a terrible feeling. You know exactly what you want to say, but the word just isn't there.
Well, if you are listening right now and you've ever felt that panic, don't worry. Today, we are just going to hang out and chat about real life. We're talking about the vocabulary of your daily routine, the stuff you do every single day but might not know how to describe naturally.
Yeah. We're going to talk about chores, fixing things around the house, running errands.
Oh, running errands. That is a good one. We're going to break that down later.
Basically, we want to help you sound less like a textbook and more like a real person just living their life. Simple, natural English.
So, get comfortable. Maybe you're washing the dishes right now. Maybe you're driving to work. Whatever you're doing, we're glad you're here. If you want to finally feel comfortable talking about your daily life in English, stay with us until the end.
So, Vanessa, I wanted to start with something I hear a lot. To be honest, it's not even a big mistake, but it sounds unnatural.
Oh, I love fixing the little things. What is it?
It's about housework. You know, cleaning and organizing. A lot of learners say, I need to make the cleaning.
Ooh, yeah, make the cleaning. I hear that a lot too. Or, I made the dishes.
Right. And I understand perfectly what they mean, but in English we almost never use make for these things. It sounds, I don't know, a bit stiff?
It does. It sounds very formal. So, Bob, if you've got a sink full of dirty plates, what are you actually doing?
I'm doing the dishes. Or if I'm feeling really lazy, I'm just loading the dishwasher.
Haha, real life. So we do the chores. We don't make them.
Exactly. You do the laundry. You do the dishes. You do the housework. It's a small switch, but it makes you sound so much more fluent immediately.
And speaking of doing things, you mentioned a phrase in the intro that I think is super important. Running errands.
Yeah, this is a huge part of daily life.
Can you break that down? Because running sounds like exercise. Are we jogging to the bank?
No jogging involved, thankfully. To be honest, I hate running. No, running errands just means you have to leave your house to do a bunch of small, necessary tasks.
Okay, like what?
You know, going to the post office to mail a package, stopping by the pharmacy to pick up medicine, dropping off dry cleaning. It's not fun shopping, it's life maintenance.
Life maintenance. I like that. So, if I go to the mall to buy a nice dress for a party, is that an errand?
I wouldn't say so. That's shopping. That's fun. An errand is like, I have to go to the bank. It's a chore, but outside the house.
Got it. So, a learner might say, I went to 5 different places to do things. But a native speaker would just say,
I spent the whole morning running errands.
so much easier.
It really is. And you know, sometimes running errands takes longer than you think. You get stuck in traffic, the lines are long.
Oh, the worst. And then your whole day is gone.
Exactly. And that leads to another phrase I use a lot, tying up loose ends.
Ooh, fancy. What does that mean in daily life?
It just means finishing those little tasks that you haven't finished yet. Maybe you paid half the bills, but you need to pay one more. You're just finishing the small details, tying up loose ends.
So, Bob, speaking of errands and chores, are you a do-it-immediately kind of person? Or do you procrastinate?
Vanessa, to be honest, I am the king of procrastination. especially with what do you call it? The junk drawer.
The junk drawer. Everyone has one.
Do you have one?
Oh, absolutely. It's in the kitchen. I'm scared to open it.
See, that's the thing. Last weekend, my wife told me, Bob, you have to tackle the junk drawer.
Tackle? That's a strong word, like American football.
It felt like a sport. I opened this drawer and it was just chaos. There were batteries. I don't know if they were good or dead. There were rubber bands. There were random keys to locks we don't even own anymore.
Why do we keep those keys? Maybe one day I'll find a mysterious chest.
Exactly. But the worst part was, I found all these little broken things I swore I was going to fix. Like I found a handle to a mug that broke 3 years ago. Why did I keep the handle?
Because you thought, I'll just glue it back on.
Right, but I never did. It was just clutter. That's a good word for everyone listening. Clutter. It's just stuff. Stuff that is messy and takes up space and has no purpose.
Clutter stresses me out so much. So, did you actually clean it?
I did. I spent about 2 hours just sorting through it. I threw away so much trash. But it felt really good afterwards. It was satisfying.
I bet. There is something really nice about just getting rid of stuff.
Yeah, it's lighter. But it reminded me of how we often let little things pile up. Like laundry. You ignore it for 1 day, then 2 days, and suddenly you have a mountain.
And then you have to spend your entire Saturday catching up.
Exactly. Catching up. That's the story of my life.
You know, Bob, listening to you talk about the junk drawer makes me feel so much better. Because sometimes I look at social media and everyone's house looks perfect. And I think, am I the only one with a drawer full of broken pens and old receipts?
No way. I think if someone says they don't have a junk drawer, they are lying.
Hey, really quickly, if you have a junk drawer in your house or a spot where you just throw random things, hit the like button on this video right now. Let us know we aren't the only ones.
Please, I need to know I'm not alone.
But this brings up a good point about how we talk about our homes. We don't usually say, I am cleaning, unless we are scrubbing the floor. Usually, we just say we are tidying up.
Yes, tidying up. That is distinct from cleaning, right?
I think so. How would you explain the difference?
Well, cleaning usually involves soap, water, a vacuum, maybe some sweat. You're really working.
Right.
But tidying up is just putting things back where they belong. Putting the books on the shelf, folding the blanket, putting the toys in the box. It's just making it look neat.
So you tackled the junk drawer. Was that cleaning or tidying?
That was a rescue mission.
Fair enough. Okay, we have used some really great natural vocabulary in the last few minutes. I want to circle back and make sure everyone really caught these, because these are the words that will make your English sound fluent.
Yeah, let's do it. Which one stood out to you?
I want to talk about tackle. You said you had to tackle the junk drawer.
Right.
Usually, we hear this in sports, but in daily life, we use it all the time for tasks.
Yeah, it basically means to start dealing with a difficult problem or a big job with a lot of energy. You don't tackle a sandwich. You eat a sandwich.
Unless you are really hungry.
True, but usually you tackle a project. You tackle a pile of laundry. It implies that it's going to take some effort.
So, if you have a big exam coming up, you might say, I need to tackle this studying.
Exactly. It sounds very determined.
Okay, next one. Clutter.
Ah, my enemy.
Clutter. It's a noun, but we can also use it as a verb, right? To clutter up.
Yeah, clutter is just a mess of objects. It's not dirty, necessarily. It's not like garbage or old food. It's just too many things in one place. Papers, books, clothes.
So you could say, my desk is so cluttered.
Yes, I can't find my keys because the table is cluttered with mail.
I feel that deeply. Okay, what about catch up? You mentioned catching up on chores.
This is a phrasal verb we use constantly. To catch up means to do something that you should have done earlier. You are behind schedule, and now you are trying to get back to where you should be.
So, if I didn't check my email for a week,
You have a lot of catching up to do. You need to catch up on your emails.
we can use this for friends too, right?
Oh, for sure. We need to catch up. It means we haven't spoken in a long time, and we need to tell each other all the news.
I love that one. It's so warm. Okay, one more. This one is from the beginning. Pop into. Did we say that? Or maybe stop by?
I think I said stop by the pharmacy, but pop into is almost the same.
Yeah, let's talk about those. Pop into or swing by.
These are all ways to say visit briefly. If I say, I'm going to pop into the grocery store, it implies I'm going to be very fast. I'm just getting milk and bread.
Right. You aren't going to spend 2 hours there.
Exactly. Or, I'll swing by your house later. It sounds very casual. No pressure. I'm just going to come for a minute, say hi, drop something off, and leave.
It sounds so much friendlier than I will arrive at your house.
I will arrive at your house sounds like the police. I'll swing by sounds like a friend.
This has been such a fun conversation, Bob. And honestly, I feel motivated to go home and organize my own junk drawer now.
Don't do it. It's a trap. No, I'm kidding. It feels great. You should do it.
You know, for everyone listening, I hope you realize something today. We didn't use any fancy academic words. We didn't use Shakespearean English.
Not at all. We just talked about messy drawers and washing dishes.
But this is the English that actually connects people. If you can tell a story about your messy house or complain about running errands, that is how you make friends in English.
That's the thing. Don't be afraid to talk about the boring stuff. The boring stuff is what we all have in common.
Exactly. Mistakes are okay. Forgetting the word for screwdriver is okay. Just describe it. The metal thingy that turns the other thing. People will understand.
We've all been there.
So, here's our challenge for you this week. We want you to tackle one small task in English. Maybe narrate your day while you are doing the dishes. Say out loud, I am wiping the plate. I am rinsing the soap.
That's a great idea. Get used to the sound of your own voice.
And please, if you enjoyed this conversation, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have new conversations coming every week to help you sound natural and confident.
And in the comments, tell us, what is the chore you hate the most? Do you hate doing laundry? Do you hate washing dishes? Let us know.
I can't wait to read those. I hate ironing, by the way, just for the record.
Me too. That's why I don't own an iron.
Smart man. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Go out there, speak English, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.